Hello everyone, welcome to this final video of the Gemini Pentest 2 challenge, and we are about to get root, hopefully, using Redis. Let's get started. So just a quick recap, we leveraged a directory brute force attack to find the registration feature, which allowed us to create a new user, and we used the activate feature to actually brute force the activation code while bypassing the anti-cserv token. From there, we found a vulnerable export feature that was vulnerable to remote code execution. We got a reverse shell, and now we are exploring a way to elevate our privileges using the Redis service, which is running as root. Okay, so we have been following this guide on hack tricks, and we've generated a key. We need to write the public key into a file, and it's here says spaced key. So I guess we need to convert it, like introduce new lines at the top and the bottom of the file. So that's what we're going to do here and paste it right here. Now if we cat spaced key .txt, as you can see, we have -e here and then two lines and then the content of our public key and then -e and then two new lines. So if we continue our commands from Hacktricks, we can cat that file and use redis-cli to actually write that file directly to it. And then -0 I wonder how we could authenticate. Let's see if we can find that directly from the help. So that would be redis-cli help and then grep for password. So the password is using -a. Okay. So that would be redis-cli. We want the host name localhost and the password. Right, before we do that, we need to actually cat the spaced key.txt. Okay, and pipe it to redis-cli. That's running Redis server on the localhost, and then the password is the one that we found in the configuration file. Okay, so it says here unknown command. Okay. I think the -e should not be, is the wrong value here. So what I can do is remove -e, and the way to do that is using sed. So that would be sed. Source would be anything that has -e. We want to replace it globally and apply it on the spaced key.txt. So that's what we want. So that would be, we can add the -i to say replace it in the file. And now if we cat its content, we see that we have indeed the new lines but without the -e. I'm doing that just to avoid losing my shell if I try to interact with it from that limited reverse shell. So if we run this, it says SSH RSA command unknown. So I'm doing something wrong here. That's clear. Import the file into Redis. Oh, yeah, I need to set -x space set SSH key. Okay, let's retry. -x set SSH key. Or is it SSH or RSA? Yeah, set SSH key _. Okay, now it's working. And now it's saying here, okay, config set directory var lib redis.ssh. Do we have any user here called varlib redis? Do we have that file or folder? Well, you know what? I can put it under the root user since it's running as root, right? Yeah, why not? Let's do that. Well, we can echo. Our command in this case would be config set dir and then the path. Config set dir to root.ssh. Okay. We want that to run. And let's pipe it to our Redis CLI. Okay, it's working. Perfect. And now we want to config set db file name and name it authorized keys. Okay. So let's copy this, put it here. Actually, I need to echo that first. And then pipe it to Redis CLI with our password. Okay. So now we've populated the authorized keys with the content of the spaced key.txt. I hope so. And now we need to just save that. So echo save. And then pipe it to our Redis CLI command. Okay. So now if everything goes well, we should do something like this. -i id rsa, which is the private key that corresponds to this public key, and then root at localhost. Yeah, that would be it. Sudo terminal is not allowed to be because stdin is not terminal. Host key verification failed. Yeah, that's because I don't have an interactive shell, so I can do that real quick with Python. I hope I have Python. Do we have Python here? Yes. Okay, Python C, import pty, and then pty.spawn bin bash. Okay, now let's try to SSH. Yes, we can accept the fingerprint, and we are root. Perfect. Great. Let's go to root, and there should be a flag somewhere. Yep, there it is. Flag.txt, and drum rolls. Congratulations. Did you have fun? Yes, I really did have fun. Thank you, Gemini, for this great challenge. I hope you've learned something in this series, and I hope to see you in the next challenge in the next week. If you've learned something new, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, it really helps me a lot, and hit that ring bell to get notified once I upload a new video. Until next week, stay curious, keep learning, and go find some bugs.